Morocco just won the Under-20 World Cup in 2025, beating out favorites Argentina decisively in the final. Only recently in 2022, Morocco's senior men's national team got to the semi-finals of the 2022 World Cup, the first for an African team. This makes it crystal clear for the benefit of doubters that Morocco's football success is no accident. So what is Morocco doing right that Nigeria is not? And what can Nigeria do about the obvious rot in the system that administers and develops the game in Nigeria? Let's get into it. As we get into the video, we implore you to subscribe to our channel. We urge you to keep supporting our channel by subscribing, liking, and sharing our videos as we strive to create a lot more exciting content for your viewing pleasure. Onto the video. Morocco's achievement at the just concluded Under-20 World Cup in Chile is nothing short of remarkable. They played with such skill, football intelligence, and organization that left no doubt that they were well-trained and knew the game. Beating initial favorites USA and finalist Argentina convincingly to win the cup was nothing short of something to be proud of as an African. Nigeria, on the other hand, fumbled out in the round of 16 to beg the question, what is Morocco doing right in contrast to what Nigeria is doing that has seen so many countries catch up with Nigeria even in the women's game? This rapid development of the game in Morocco was the vision of one man, His Majesty King Mohammed VI, and started far back as 2008. Apart from consistent funding which involves €10 million pumped into football each year, his vision was based on a clear, intentional strategy built on 5 critical pillars. Number 1, strategic infrastructure investment. Billions of dollars were strategically funneled into building and renovating stadiums and training pitches across the country. This wasn't just for show, it created a nationwide network of professional environments, making quality football accessible from Casablanca to small villages. In this drive, over 7 new world-class stadiums were built, 100 artificial turf pitches were built, 2 new local stadiums in every of its 75 provinces were built. About 7,000 amateur pitches and existing facilities were radically upgraded. By having a quality pitch in every town and neighborhood, you dramatically increase the pool of children who can play the game seriously. You find talent that would otherwise never be discovered. These local pitches are the feeder system for the regional training centers, which in turn feed the National Mohammed VI Academy. Morocco even has greater plans towards hosting the 2030 World Cup that includes building the highest capacity stadium in the world. These infrastructure developments play a role in placing Morocco in a place of pride in world soccer and are in itself a source of inspiration for aspiring national team players, both in Morocco and in the diaspora. Number 2, systematic academy development. In this drive, Morocco didn't just build any academy. They built the Mohammed VI Football Academy, a state-of-the-art centralized high-performance center that opened in 2009. This isn't just a fancy school, it's the engine of their national philosophy. Here, the country's most promising talents are identified early and developed under one roof, with a unified style of play, top-tier sports science, and academic schooling, which is non-negotiable. All students are covered by a full scholarship that covers their education, feeding, room, and board. This 25-hectare facility has training fields, medical centers, recovery facilities like cryotherapy and physiotherapy, and is staffed by certified UEFA-trained coaches, psychologists, and analysts. This ensures that every player graduating into the national team pipeline already understands the football philosophy. It's a factory for talent, not just a hope for it. It is easy to take this for granted, especially in a country like Nigeria, where the lack of such attainable goals makes it difficult for intelligent youths with options to commit to a career in soccer. Hoping to get seen by a scout that could possibly help a player get a club outside the country is a 1 in a million gamble that many youths are not willing to take, which adds to the decline in quality talent pool. The availability of such a centralized academy with world-class facilities, teachers, and coaches give youth something attainable that they could aspire to and develops players not just technically, but also mentally. Number 3, professional coach education. A world-class academy is useless without world-class teachers. Morocco invested heavily in creating a pipeline of elite, locally trained coaches. They partnered with European federations to provide their coaches with the highest level certifications, ensuring that the tactical ideas being taught from the youth levels all the way up to the senior team are modern, cohesive, and effective. They also brought in key figures like Abillán Perdomo, a major member of the Real Madrid technical team who was responsible for methodology and coordination in their La Fabrica Youth Academy, to join the Moroccan Youth Player Development Project. As a whole, they upskilled their entire coaching workforce, turning them from mere trainers into true developers of talent. Number 4. Aggressive diaspora recruitment. In this vision for achievement and placing Morocco in a place of pride in soccer, Morocco didn't just wait for players to choose them. They launched a relentless, well-organized campaign to recruit dual nationality stars across Europe by setting up scouting systems in countries where their large diaspora communities live across Central and Southern Europe. What it means is that by the time that player is playing senior football, they're aware of them. They didn't just call them up. They sold them a vision, a project of national pride and ambition. By convincing world-class talents like Achraf Hakimi and Sofiane Amrabat to join them, they didn't just add skill, they injected a winning mentality from Europe's top leagues directly into the heart of the national team. Number 5. Long-term federation stability. None of this works without this fifth pillar. The Royal Moroccan Football Federation operates with a clear, long-term plan. For example, they hired a coach like Walid Regragui for the senior men's team and gave him time and trust, even through rough patches. They avoided the reactive, short-term cycle of sacking managers after every tournament failure that cripples so many federations. This stability allows a true football identity to take root and flourish over years, not just months. Conversely, Nigeria's approach highlights a stark contrast. While Morocco built academies, Nigeria's infrastructure is neglected, with recent scandals like the alleged misappropriation of FIFA forward funds exposed by images of the Kebbi Stadium. The recent images posted on FIFA's social media pages say it all by contrasting what Nigeria built with $1.2 million against what Kenya built with the same amount. This post needed no words, and the NFF's response, to say the least, convinced no one they were speaking the truth. Nigeria cannot continue the way it is, and something drastic must be done. FIFA statutes clearly prohibit interference in the affairs of sports federations by the government, and the key articles that establish this are: Article 14.1. Member associations must manage their affairs independently and ensure that their own affairs are not influenced by any third parties. Article 15. Member association statutes must contain provisions to be independent and avoid any form of political interference. Article 19 emphasizes that member associations must be managed independently without undue influence from third parties, and that bodies not elected or appointed via a democratic procedure will not be recognized by FIFA. When a government violates these principles, such as by dissolving a federation's executive committee, appointing a caretaker committee, or a court taking over the federation's operations, FIFA can impose an immediate suspension. This means the country's national teams and clubs are banned from all international competitions, and the federation loses access to FIFA development funding. The many cases shown on screen illustrate how FIFA is determined to enforce this policy. The Nigerian government is, however, not completely helpless in this situation if there is a clear political will to change things for the benefit of Nigerian football, which everyone knows is a major unifying factor for Nigeria. Despite this hurdle regarding non-interference by the government, FIFA, however, cannot prohibit the prosecution of sports officials for legitimate proof of corruption. Fortunately, it is encouraging to hear that the Nigerian House of Representatives is setting up a committee to investigate the NFF's utilization of funds received from FIFA and CAF for the development of soccer. This includes over $25 million in development grants received between 2015 and 2025. The investigation and subsequent actions taken by Nigeria's lawmakers, however, have to be approached in the right way, and they must ensure that they are not just engaging in lip service regarding this endeavor. A plausible approach which FIFA may be open to accommodating to resolve this issue could be the following. Step 1. Build an ironclad legal case. Before any public action, they must ensure that investigations by independent law enforcement or anti-corruption bodies have gathered overwhelming evidence of specific criminal acts. For example, fraud or embezzlement. This builds credibility that the action is law enforcement, not political interference. And prior dialogue with FIFA would help make this effective, as FIFA's post clearly shows their dissatisfaction with the situation. The relevant government body just needs to act with wisdom in handling the fallout of any investigation in order not to raise any issues with FIFA. Step 2. Engage FIFA proactively and transparently. Early dialogue and continuous communication with FIFA is crucial before taking action and is what is required. If done right, FIFA might even suggest ways in which the government can enforce accountability in the way the FA utilizes the funds it receives. The government could present its evidence of criminal misconduct to FIFA's oversight bodies after it has done its investigation, probably utilizing the EFCC. The Sports Ministry or House of Representatives should demonstrate to FIFA that it is acting to uphold the integrity of the sport within the framework of national law. It must also reassure FIFA that it respects the Federation's operational independence and will allow for a proper democratic election of new officials once the judicial process has run its course. Step 3. Align national and FIFA statutes. As mentioned, early continuous dialogue would be key, as if Nigeria succeeds in cutting out the rot, changes will have to be made to ensure sustainability of whatever is achieved. A long-term solution involves working with the Football Federation and FIFA to amend its own statutes to ensure they comply with FIFA's requirements for independence and still ensures some level of accountability to national interest. Although the outcome of taking a step to resolve the problem is uncertain, Nigeria cannot sit silent and continue to watch its football go to the dumps. Despite the possibility that Nigeria could potentially qualify for the 2026 World Cup in the USA, it must be honest with itself and realize that the progression of the game locally is non-existent. The Super Eagles is presently benefiting from the influx of a few diaspora-born players who mostly couldn't feature for its country of adoption, and a few Nigerian players that were lucky enough to escape the rut in the Nigerian system and build a career abroad. Despite standing a chance of getting even better players to feature for the Super Eagles through better administration, support, and accountability of the FA, Nigeria stands a chance of getting better participation from the private sector to help fund the game. Also, the legacy and national pride of winning competitions, even if they are age grade, is at stake, as well as the chance of hosting a major tournament or getting its officials to play a bigger role in the regional administration of the game. Based on the present situation, it's going to be a while before Nigeria wins anything in the distant future, which is unacceptable for a country with the largest economy in Africa, a population of over 200 million people, and a pool of talented players littered all over the country. As Nigeria prepares for the 2025 Nations Cup and possibly featuring at the 2026 World Cup in the USA, no stone must be left unturned to ensure a good outing, and the proper utilization of funds by the NFF is going to be vital. Nigeria cannot go back to dealing with issues of unpaid match bonuses or coach salaries during these critical times. However, any investigation and action must be done with tact to prevent distractions from Nigeria's campaign to qualify for the 2026 World Cup and to prevent any fallouts with FIFA. The time for change is now, and Nigeria must come together in unity to clamor for drastic changes to be made in the administration of the game of soccer in Nigeria. Thanks for watching. If you like our content, please like, share, and subscribe. Also, please leave a comment letting us know what else can be done to turn things around for Nigeria in the area of soccer talent development. See you in the next video.